ready to present tonight or not? We are not able to hear you. Okay, could you please restart again? Leave the meeting and
Sheikh,
come back again.
We are live now. Mr. Sheikh, we are live.
I mean, you have to leave the meeting and come back again because I think you have a problem in voice. We are not able to hear you.
Or just ask him to unmute if it's unmuted.
Okay, guys. I think we can start. First of all, I would like to welcome everybody. This is the first session and first meeting for our African instructors, and we have 12 instructors, or I mean under training instructors, and also we have with us two FAVB now instructors, Catherine and Sibomana. I think we will start from tonight the first meeting for the continuous training. I think I would like first to welcome everybody. I would like to thank Mr. Ben Hamida also, because he was the man who helped us to go for this way, and he advised us started with the beach volley, and we are following now developing our new instructors. For the first time, we are building now, I think, around 12 instructors for Africa. For the first time in Africa, we will have a new generation of young and talented coaches to be instructors for the future. And I hope also very soon we will have we already have now two FAVB, and we will have in the future more and more from your side. I mean, FAVB will choose. We will nominate some of you. Let me, in the beginning, welcome also my brother Hisham, and also my dear brother Enzo. And of course, we are all of us, guests with Mohammed Ben Hamida. He's our big brother. And I think we are doing a very good job last 8 weeks. And I think now we are on the road to build and to, develop the African coaches. From my side, I think it will be a very good opportunity to listen and for your presentations and watch your presentations. And also we will give you our remarks. Everybody will take around 10 minutes to present his presentation. We already put the criteria and the conditions. We will choose, you are allowed to choose from the 4 webinars. The first one was Gudetti. The second one was Telly from France. The third one was Lebedew and from Australia. The fourth one was my webinar, my presentation. And already we will be happy about your efforts in the beginning. And no problem, I would like you take it easy. And it will be a very good opportunity to negotiate what you are doing and to develop your presentation skills and to talk about what you understood. And it will be, I think, effective negotiation. Now I will give the floor to Mr. Ben Hamida to give us a short message, and then we can start. And I think we have, we confirmed today only 4. We missed around another 3 or 4 coaches and instructors, and I hope to understand the reasons later. I think some of them already apologized but only two they have problems. They are not with us today. Artul, I didn't receive any apologize from him. He confirmed his participation. And also for Islam, the same. He said that he didn't receive the email. I sent him a copy from the email, and we send him an invitation now again, but he will not participate. I don't know why. I think today we will respect the people who already with us, and also for others. I think we already received from Paul Bituk and from Renee, from also Joel, and Tolani. Are you ready for tonight or not?
Not tonight, Sheriff. I plan for next week.
Okay, and Tolani also will be next week. We have 4. And we already, also Duka already apologized for tonight. And also Tom apologized for tonight. We have 6 next program, next week. And then we can go for the next webinar with a new, activity. Then for tonight, I think we are asking Mr. Ben Hamida to give us his opinion, and we will start after that. Mr. Ben Hamida.
All right. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the CAVB for this opportunity, joining and trying to unify the volleyball and beach volleyball family through several programs and several projects. And this one is one of the, I guess, one of the promising programs, how we can take and how we can capitalize any information and how we can capitalize the new informations or the experiences. So I'm really glad to be with you, and I would like to thank a lot Sharif for his this opportunity and this initiative. And I'm more glad knowing that this will not stop today, and it will be a continuous training for everyone, especially when we are speaking about young and talented instructors. You should take in consideration that you should and you have to continue your training. Don't stop. A year, 1 year, without 1 year, I mean 1 year, 365 days without at least one training is a lost year. So we lose a year, the whole year, if we don't train. So it's very important for everyone, and I would like to encourage everyone to follow this this process. Thank you again, and we will follow you during your presentation. Thanks.
Hello, Sibo Mana. Hello, my brother. Can you hear me? Sibo Mana? Can you hear me, Sibo Mana? Hello, my brother. Sibo Mana, can you hear me?
Yes, hello?
Yes.
I can see you now.
Welcome. First of all, welcome.
Yes, I'm following you now.
Some difficulties to connect, but I need to know if you are ready to present your presentation tonight or not.
For me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm having a problem on internet. I'm not ready to present right now.
Okay, then please mute your microphone, please.
Hello?
Yes, please mute. Then I need to know in the beginning, we will start with Ahmed Samir, and I need to know, Ahmed, what is the title of your topic, and I need everybody to make an introduction about himself first, and about the why he chose this topic or part, or I mean from the webinar. I mean which webinar he chose and which subject, And we start after that. You will take 10 minutes, each one of you. Thank you. Ahmed, please. By the way, Ahmed, you have the opportunity to share your presentation. Then I think you can put now your presentation. Go to share screen. Okay. Please, Ahmed, it's the floor with you. Give us introduction about yourself first in one minute, and then after that talk about your presentation, but from where you get it, and why you choose that, and start your presentation, please.
Good night, everyone. My name is Ahmed Samir. I am the coach of Ittihad Club in Egypt, the head coach. Today, I will talk about warm-up and how should we optimize the warm-up time to get the most benefit out of it. I took this from Mr. Giovanni Godetti. He was talking about it in his webinar. So shall I start?
Okay, Ahmed, please go ahead.
We have two kinds of warming up, the physical warm-up and warm-up with the ball. First, the physical warm-up. The meaning of warming up is to get the body of the player ready to play. Warm-up exercise for volleyball matches or training help players to get ready to do all needs of volleyball movement and skills, such as jumping, serving, spiking, and blocking. And of course, preventing the possibility of injury caused by sudden movements of the muscles. And about the timing and duration of warming up, warm-up, of course, should be before exercising to make your workout more effective. The warm-up period should take from 6 to 15 minutes. When warm-up become a waste of time, I think, in my opinion, there is three potential reasons. The coach is ignorant of the better options of warming up, or maybe the coach is being lazy. The players are ignorant of the importance of warming up. There is some misconception about warming up, jogging and static stretching. So jogging for a few laps around the court is not sufficient. Static stretching needed after, not before exercise. Players should do it when the muscles are warm. It's better for developing flexibility, not for warming up. So now we will go to how to warm up correctly. Warm-up should replicate to the upcoming activities just a lower intensity level. For example, sprinting. If I want to make warm-up for sprinting, jogging will be the same action of sprinting, but in a low intensity. But for jumping, serving, spiking, and blocking, jogging is not enough in volleyball. So that leads us to the dynamic warm-up. The importance of dynamic warm-up, as we said before, jog and stretch miss opportunity for the player to be ready of volleyball specific movement and skill. Warm-up, dynamic warm-up at least can have some volleyball type of movement integrated. Dynamic warm-up will focus on the full body movement with multiple muscles group being worked on at once. Dynamic warm-up can improve player performance and help prevent injuries. Player body and muscle temperature will go up because it's warming up. So this increases the oxygen and the blood flow in the player body. In this video, we will see an example for dynamic stretching. I hope it's clear. players are doing some movement needed for volleyball skills. Here we can see also group of muscles working at the same time. Another way, in volleyball, we have to move forward and backward. So warm-up also need forward and backward. Here, we can see that the player changed the tempo of the movement. It's being more faster. And they will change. We can see now the transition from dynamic movement to sprint. I think this will be more helpful for the player. The second is warm up with the ball. Benefits of control drills: player performs all the movement required in the court with low intensity, optimizing training time to develop some skills through repetition. Make sure that each player touch the ball equal time. This is very important, that all the players touch the ball equal times, and start the training with some fun. I will show you some videos.
Hello, Samir. Before you go on to the drills, you've exhausted 5 minutes. You're left with 5 more minutes.
Thank you. I almost finished. Here I will show you a difference between traditional training and how to improve it. In this video, we can see traditional warm-up. We used to see that in our court. It's meant to simulate the action of the match and miss the usage of the net. In this other drill, this drill called butterfly. This one is simulate to the action of the match and using the net, and all players touch the ball equal time. All the players are shifting around the court. And we can improve the butterfly drill more. As we see, receiving and setting and passing the ball to the other side. We have one time we can make it underarm receiving. We can change it to hand pass, then setting, and at last we can improve it more to receiving, setting, and spiking the ball to the other side of the court. Here we can see we have changed the training, receiving the ball, setting the ball, and spiking the ball to the other side. All players are shifting. The one who hit the ball become a receiver, then a setter, then the training will continue. We can make control drill more helpful to improve some skills. Like here, it's a control drill to improve setting skill. We can see that some of the players set for the front side, and the others set to the back side, and all the players are shifting. Here is too many repetition. Then can be useful to improve the skill of setting. I will give you varieties about control drills. We can see in this video how we can make many players play at the same time. This drill we can play with 1 versus 1 with maybe 2 touches. So we'll have 6 players working in the same time. Or we can upgrade it or improve it to 3 players, as we can see in this video. And we can put one more player to make it 2 versus 2, receiving, setting, and passing the ball. We will have around 12 players in the same court, and we can put another one to be 3 in this side and 3 in the other side, 3 versus 3. And we will get receiving the ball, setting the ball, attacking the ball to the other side, and then shifting. The one who attack will be the setter, and the setter will be the receiver. And we will have 18 players working in the same time. I would think it will be very helpful for warming up with ball. And thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Ahmed. First of all, I would like to thank you for the interesting and wonderful presentation. I like it very much.
Thank you, Mr.
I open the floor for everybody. If anybody would like to ask, I think he must raise hands, and then he can ask the question for Ahmed. And then at the end, I will give the floor for Mr. Benhameda to give his, comments. Is there any comments, please? Any questions? Tulani, Joel, Fred, Sibomana, Renee, Paul?
Yes, Sheriff, maybe I can start.
Yes, please. Okay, go ahead.
I think I just want to appreciate Ahmed Sam for a very good presentation, very clearly outlined. And I think for me, I wouldn't want to ask a question, but just to add, I think to his, warm up, where we now encourage as well, I think more dynamic, warm up that is best mainly with the ball, so that we don't lose time in terms of, having the touch with the ball and the feel with the ball. So I think one of the things that is very critical, I think partly is we have moved away from the routine or the old way of running, through quite a lot of time, while we are losing time to get the feel of the ball. So I just want to get
because we have only a few minutes to give questions.
So I want Amit to get that balance and maybe give us a more overview on that balance between running and as well as touching the ball more often during warm-up.
I think what he wants to say that he wants to reduce, doing or warming up without touching the ball. To do that from the beginning with touching the ball. That we spoke about that a lot in our courses. I think from now all the way of warming up all over the world, they are trying to touch the ball more from the beginning of warming up. You can run and touch the ball during running. You can do a lot of activities and touching the ball. Okay, if you need to give him the answer or your comment, please in brief.
Yes, I know that we can, from the start, the first minute, we can do the dynamic stretching with the ball, because I said the dynamic stretching in the same movement. We can we do it in the skill of volleyball, so I can do it with the ball. I can jog and play overhand. I can jog and play underarm. It's wonderful for warming up. It's the same way with dynamic stretching. It will be the same. But here I meant to change the thoughts of the coaches from the traditional to the new model of warming up.
We have 2 minutes. Okay.
Thank you.
Any question, please? Okay, Mr. Benhameda, because I need to give one comment after you finish.
I can't hear you.
Thank you, Ahmed, for the presentation. So I don't have now a comment. I will give my comment at the end of the whole presentation, but because it will be a general comment. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Ahmed, thank you very much. But I need only to give one small comment that I would like to thank you, and I need you to make more. I mean, focus on that everybody must take consideration that warming up on the old-fashioned way. I mean, man-to-man, or I mean, doing that warming up is now not good for volleyball. That we have to use the game-like, and we have to use the net, and we have to work over the net. I mean, the game-like situations. Okay. Okay. The next will be Alfred. Are you ready, Alfred? Thank you, Ahmed, very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sharif.
Your microphone, please. Alfred. Alfred.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I'll be next after this one, please.
Okay. I would like first to welcome Islam. I think he joined us now, late, but we will talk later about that. But welcome, Islam. Islam, are you ready to present your presentation tonight? Can you hear me? Unmute your phone, please. Unmute. Are you ready?
You hear me now?
Yes, yes. Are you ready to present your presentation?
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry for late because I faces some problem.
Presentation or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mute your phone, please. Mute your microphone.
Okay, sir.
Who will be the next? If Alfred not ready, Catherine, are you ready? Okay, Catherine, go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, better now, but please take care about your voice must be high, okay?
Okay. Are you able to hear me? Okay, good evening, everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to present before this beautiful panel. And I will start by introducing myself. I am Catherine Mabwi, and I'm the FIVB instructor. And currently, I'm coaching M-Pesa Foundation Academy. And my presentation was picked from Mr. Sharif's presentation, and the topic is a coaching process. If you'll allow me, please, I can share the screen with
please.
you guys.
Yes, please. Can you see it clearly? Yes.
Okay, now the coaching process, it entails the following, which is a cycle in coaching, and we have the knowledge, we have communication, and we have observation. In most cases, these are very key to the coaches because a coach needs to have vast information about the game or the sport he is handling. And communication also is very important because you are handling human beings, players for that matter. And observation normally is very key, and especially in the sport of volleyball, whereby reading is the major skill. Okay, I'll go on. I've used this picture here. This picture, it explains the fact that also coaches can be made in a classroom. So as much as they do the job on the court, they can still learn more each and every day. So the next one is the reaction of the coaches. This is communication. We can see these coaches, their reaction during the matches, and they are giving communication to their players on the court, and they are encouraging. Like you can see the coach giving a sign, meaning that, yes, we have to do this way to get this point or to manage our opponent. Then we go to this one is a coaching process. We can see coaches explaining to their players, and this is very important. You have to encourage the players each and every time. Now we go to the real now, the coach. First of all, I have to explain who is a coach. And from the screen, a coach is a person involved in the direction, instruction, training, and operations of sport team or of individual sports people. A coach is a teacher. Remember, he has to teach his players. A coach has to produce character in the players. So he's a teacher, and a coach is simply a parent and a guardian. If you can imagine, most of the time you spend with these players, they have questions that they can ask you that they cannot ask their parents. So to them, you are number one before their parents. Then a coach is a professional. A coach is a volleyball professional whose job description is to improve the level of the team and all the individual players that comprises the team. And this is the best way to help players realize their dreams. So in conclusion, great coaches are guided by their coaching philosophy and mindset. Then we go to coaching. So you can see we have coaches here. We have John Kessel and Mr. Sharif, and we have the Chinese head coach. So coaching is a process that aims to improve performance and focuses on maximizing potential and help the athletes learn rather than teaching them. So do not coach the way you are coached. I picked this one because actually sometimes we revert to our old ways of coaching, like maybe making players learn so much instead of doing the game. And at the end of it, we know that we are not molding athletes to run marathon or something, but at least to play volleyball. So I also stated that we have to deploy reading as the best skill. So you can see most of the time coaches are reading, the players are reading. And as we were taught in one of the webinars that actually reading is the first skill. I got this from Mr. Kessel, that reading is the best skill in volleyball. I thank him for that. And it was emphasized also by Mr. Sharif. Knowledge, when it comes to knowledge, coaches need to be knowledgeable because coaching volleyball is both a science and an art. The science part refers to the information regarding the knowledge of the game. And the science is important, but the artistic dimension can affect the information or undermine the content. Therefore, the coach should be knowing the volleyball skills at his fingertips and use the modern ways of execution. The coach must have a vast knowledge on how to handle conflict and offer solutions. This one, if you can agree with me, it's very common and it is very important that a coach knows how to handle these conflicts without discouraging or demeaning his or her players. Then the coach must use the latest teaching methods to become more effective and efficient, and must identify the best coaching resources to help him or her do the job. Then communication skills are very key in coaching, and the best teams work hard to improve communication.
Catherine, please.
Yes.
We have a problem to listen to you. We are talking about communication, and we need that you try to make your voice more clear because we still have a problem in listening to you, okay?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
Are you hearing me now, okay?
Okay, continue, please.
Okay, skills are very key in coaching, and the best teams work hard to improve communication. The following are the most important communication to players. You have to be precise and relevant. Of things and sometimes stories to motivate them. Focus on key elements, especially strong points. During the matches, instructions should be very short and stress the key elements. The coach should also be able to communicate well with his players, his fellow members in the technical team, And then coaches during and after matches. You can see this is during the match, this is probably after the match, and this is during the match, this is before the match. So observation is important, especially during evaluation process and planning. The coach is able to understand behavior and human nature. The coach is able the opponent. Observation.
Catherine, we're still having a problem with your audio. Can you just try to adjust your mouthpiece because we cannot hear you? And just a reminder, you're left with 4 minutes.
I will continue. I hope it's okay. Then we come to the responsibilities of a head coach to prepare the team for international and domestic matches, recruit athletes, team to organize and collaborate with all staff, that is assistant coach, physical, and statistician. Provide clinics and training to potential athletes to maintain expressive and receptive in sign communication skills throughout the term. And the final conclusion, the head coach is the boss. Assistant coach should help in all things. Head coach is responsible for the result. Assistant coach helps to make results. Head coach make plan. Assistant coach implement the plan. Coaching staff work together the team with the team to increase the chance to win. Then all this, they are well placed, then the team will have the best available skills. The coach will have to teach teamwork, help your players to understand winning, emotional, psychological growth and development. The players, when we have this prevailing pandemic of COVID-19. So, you're hearing me. Sorry about my audio. I don't know what could be the problem. And that is the end. Thank you for listening. Take care and stay safe, please. Thank you.
Okay, Catherine, thank you very much for the valuable presentation. And I think the only problem is we are not able sometimes to hear your voice. But in all cases, we are following the wonderful presentation. Thank you. And I'm waiting for if anybody would like to give any comments or questions. Yes, Mohammed, please.
Sharif, must I go ahead?
Okay, wait, just a minute. Mr. Mohammed bin Hamida would like to have the floor.
Yes, thank you. I have just a question to Catherine and a remark. Catherine, can you come back to the first slide? The relationship between communication, observation, etc. The first slide. Yeah, coaching process. Okay, so you during your presentation, so you mentioned a lot of informations, but Catherine, how you can summarize this this cycle, knowledge, communication, observation, simply. What you understand about through this cycle, or is it, or maybe it's not a cycle? I don't know.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah. You're saying I explained about the cycle.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please, Catherine.
Communication and observation. And also, the hour of training, that's three items. You can see that even from observation, you still knowledge. And you acquire more knowledge. Hello? Can you hear me, please?
No.
Catherine, there is an issue. It's not problem. We can share the information through emails. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. No problem. No, because it's really problem of sound. So I have one remark for all our coaches actually. So we said that the mediocre coach speaks. The mediocre coach speaks. The good explains. The good explains. The super demonstrates. And the best inspires. So this is from John Castle. So simply. So keep in mind the level of coaches. So the mediocre, the good, the super, and the best. The best is inspiring. Thank you.
Cool. Do you need any question or remarks?
Yes, Sharif.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Catherine. Good presentation. I think just one question and also a remark. Catherine, I think it's in the 5th or 6th presentations you have talked about philosophy, but I didn't see you giving more details in those. You talk about personal philosophy, and we also have coaching philosophies that are quite of good value. And I didn't see Catherine giving some emphasis on good values of good coaching philosophy.
Okay, Catherine, you have 1 minute to reply to Joel, please. Give us,
must I go ahead, or we allow Catherine to talk first?
Okay. Catherine, please present the page number 6. Catherine, can you hear me, Catherine? Catherine. Okay. Catherine, could you please unmute? Yes. Can you hear me, Catherine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, could you please reply to Joel? You have only 1 minute because we have to go forward.
Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. I talked about philosophies, and my colleague says I did not explain. Okay, because of the time I just mentioned, but philosophies guide coaches on how to succeed. We're having a philosophy of producing global leaders in the name of volleyball players. That is an example of a philosophy. And we normally have also team philosophies whereby we have to stipulate exactly what we are supposed to do as a team. I hope I've answered your question, Matthias.
Okay, Catherine. Thank you very much. Alfred, are you ready? Thank you, Catherine, for your good presentation. And I think we have to go for the next presentation for the time. Alfred, are you ready?
Yes, please.
Okay, brother. Catherine, could you please mute your phone, please? Yes. Okay, Alfred. Welcome, please.
Can you see my slide?
Not yet. Share the screen, please.
Yeah.
Fred, can you see the icon for sharing the screen, the green icon?
Yes. I try that. It's telling me screen sharing has failed to start.
Can you try again?
Yes, I've tried. Can you see it?
No, not yet.
I think you must open it first on your desktop. You must open your
Yes, I did that already.
presentations, and
Yes,
then you can share
it's
it.
open. It's open.
Yes. Choose the presentation after you open it.
I have to close it?
You can open the presentation, and after opening the presentation, just click share screen. That should be okay.
All right. Okay, probably you allow me to go on without, if it's not easy to see it.
What is the problem?
I don't know.
What about the share screen? Can you see the green share screen?
Sure, I can see the green.
Open the presentation first outside on the desktop, and then choose share screen, and then go to the presentation.
Yeah, I can select the presentation and click share, but still you cannot see it, right?
Fred?
Yes.
Are you on a PC?
Yeah.
Okay, your presentation is open?
Yes.
Okay. There is a green share screen icon. Can you see it?
Sure, I can see it.
Can you click it?
Yeah. Then it's give me a page where I can see my PowerPoint presentation.
Select it.
The file of presentation.
I've already selected, and down here on the right corner is telling me share. Then yes. I click share.
Share, yes.
You see it?
Okay, Alfred.
Do you see my?
No, not yet. Listen to me, please. Send the presentation to Enzo now by email.
Right now.
Okay, and we'll share it, and then we can start with Islam if Islam is ready.
Okay. Okay.
Islam. Are you ready, Islam?
Yes,
you,
yes.
Yes.
Yes, coach. Please share screen. Give me screen.
And you will find. Then present. Start to present. Choose your yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, introduce yourself, Islam, for 1 minute, and then introduce why which subject you choose and why, and then go ahead, please.
Okay. Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to say a special thanks for CAVB, Mr. Amr Alwani, and Mr. Sharif. I am Islam Osman, the head coach of Canal team, the one of club first division in Egypt. My presentation about individual practice. This part of Mr. Giovanni Godetti webinar. The first slide at the end of the presentation, everybody understand the importance of individual training.
Islam, we have a problem to listen to you, okay?
You hear me, sir? Now? You hear me clear?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I can hear you. Maybe the other team members, can they confirm? I can hear Islam correctly.
Yeah, I can. On my side, yeah, it's okay.
Me also, okay.
You hear me now?
I can hear you, Islam.
Okay. I repeat the first slide. At the end of the presentation, everybody understand the importance of individual training, understand how to manage our practice, understand exactly what we need with young players, change the traditional idea of individual training. The first, we need to know what the volleyball. Volleyball repeat the same action that are always different. So the question is, do you have to train more individual, or do you have to train more 6 against 6? For sure, you know, everybody agree that we have to play volleyball, we have to train 6 against 6. But the question is, how much more? That is very important to know. I have to do more drills, that means more repetition, or have to do more 6 against 6, less repetition, but more near to the reality and more near to the game. We have famous example between two schools, famous schools, successful schools. From American volleyball point of view, 5 coaches on boxes with 1 player is not volleyball, because training volleyball means train 6 against 6. In the opposite side, Brazilian volleyball, if you you can see 5 or 6 coaches on the boxes with 1 player. Now we have 2 point of view. American volleyball, they don't like boxes and individual work. Brazil like individual work and individual drills. The both is successful countries, and of course the both is champions in the world. In volleyball, is impossible to say one is wrong and one is right. I believe and to be good in managing this between individual and team work. I think the key and big missing understood, what does it mean training individual? What does it mean? This player has great skills. Everybody think about this player has great skills, has great technique. That is not true. Yes, technique is very important part of our game, but I think it's just 33% of the equation or of the what we need. For that, I believe the most important skills in volleyball is reading, because the base of most volleyball action is reading. For example, if we play serve, I read the lineup of the opponent. I read the toss to touch the ball. When I am setter, I have to read where will come the reception. When I am attacker, I have to read the setter and read the block. When I am blocker, I have to read setter and the attacker. When I am defender, I have to read attacker and the blocker. This is most important part of training. What we want to do in volleyball, always. Everything starts absolutely from reading. These pyramids explain what we need, really what we need. Everything starts absolutely from the reading. After I read, I have very, very short time to plan to what I want to do. And then there is the the top of the pyramid, touch the ball and do. The traditional idea, if we think about individual training, we think only about do. But if we training individual like do, sure, we waste our time. We must put in our individual training always very important part of reading, very important part of planification, and the last, do. Then we have exactly what we want. One, just reporting you, very important motor learning study talk about the difference between fixed practice and random practice. Fixed practice means a lot of repetition over and over without any distraction. Random practice means a lot of repetition where we never do the same. Now, we must remember the first slide. What is the volleyball? The volleyball is the same action, but the same action that are always different.
Islam, please, you have 3 minutes.
Okay. Repeat. So we want to use more random practice that we can. One study made in USA, they train the same group of people. They give first group amount of fixed block practice, and other group they give random block practice. The result, the player that they train fixed way, they doing drills much better than players do random. But then they want to compete. Who are players better? Of course, the players that training by random way. Point to note, all volleyball action are very similar, but all very different. Very important elements in individual practice, read, plan, do. We need a lot of individual practice with young player. We are play volleyball. We aren't drill volleyball. A lot of coaches want made success drills, but remember, we are play volleyball. More variation, more random, and more different thing in our training. That's mean better result we have in the match. If you have 4 or 6 hours per week, you should do mostly 6 against 6 like coaches in university. Percentage of individual practice compared to team practice for elite players, 100%. For young players, 100%. The last, we have evolved when we have changed things. Every person has this power. Thank you.
Thank you, Islam. First of all, I would like to thank you about your presentation, but I need to tell you that, yes, in the beginning, you attract me, take me, to have to concentrate, and then we lost the concentration in the third part from your presentation, and then you return back again. My advice is you have to be very clear about the topics and then go for details, because we sometimes we don't have a topic, or a title, and then we have more information without a title, without a head. Also, I need to confirm one important issue, that every time we have to talk about that game teaches the game. You spoke about 6 versus 6. Then we are talking about game teaches the game and game like. Then you have to press and put your fingers on game like and start to go for the details. Also, my advice also, like what Ahmed did, to give some, ideas how we can do that. Because if you are talking without showing some examples, nobody will follow. This is very important. Then I need to, if anybody would like to give any comments or questions for Islam.
Sorry, sir, before any questions, because the time is short, I can't show everybody some video for explain my idea.
No, it's not acceptable. I mean, if you after you finish, Ahmed will show you his presentation. You will see that he used the videos very good during the presentation. You have to know that watching better than listening or reading. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Mohammed bin Hamida, please.
I have one remark and one question. The question is, from where you got to the 30% and the 70%?
Yes.
Yes, this source.
Is it yours?
No, not my percentage. Sure, this percentage from Mr. Gudetti.
Yes, but you used every time in the beginning. You used I. So it means that it was your work. That's why I'm confused. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, so it's from Gudetti.
Yes.
Then you have to mention.
Yes, I mentioned
that information coming from.
It's a copyright.
Yes, the first slide, sir. I put and I write this adapted form by Mr. Gudetti.
Okay, I mean, every time you have to declare that this information coming from this person. Okay, it will be better for you. And when you will be the person who give information from your side, then you can see that I believe that during my practice, during my matches, I already had this information. I already tried, and it's working and so on. Okay, now do you need any other question, Mr. Mohammed, or remarks?
Yes. Continuing on that, as you are instructors now, you should understand that this exercise of this tonight is very important. So when you got any information, you should be clear first, and you should mention the source, because you are giving knowledge, you are transferring knowledge to other people.
Yes.
So you should be fair on that. If you got the information from any resource, you should mention it. Why? Because you're opening a door to candidates or to coaches to follow, to make research. You understand?
Yes.
It's very, very important. The second thing is the copyright. We have to respect the copyright of everyone. And I will come at the end of the presentation, the whole presentation, for 2 remarks, but it's general for everyone. Thank you. Thank you,
Mr. Mohammed, could you, excuse me, Mr. Mohammed, could you see the first slide cover of my PowerPoint?
Islam, don't worry. We don't have time. We will be back. Don't worry. Okay, I will catch you. Don't worry.
Islam, mute your microphone, please.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Islam.
Mute your microphone, please.
Good job, Islam.
Thank you.
Fred, are you ready? We are waiting for Fred. Oh.
Thank you very much. I hope Enzo received my email.
This is Enzo. Okay, Fred, go please. Start.
Yes, please. All right. Thank you, Mr. Enzo. Thank you, Mr. Sharif. Thank you, Mr. Bin Hamida, for this wonderful time and also this good experience. I'm Alfred Selengia from Tanzania. I present the tactical preparation, and I would like to present it. It's a very key element in volleyball performance, and also very
Fred,
key element
from
for winning.
From which webinar you choose this?
This I choose it from your presentation.
Okay.
You talk about tactical preparation. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Enzo. Can you go to the next slide? Tactical strategies are very important aspects in preparing volleyball team for better results. The strategies are mainly divided into offensive and defensive. However, in order to prepare better team tactics, it's important to know before your players, their abilities in physical, technical, the players, and also the experience of the players. Also, it's important to know in front the opponent team strategies in both the offensive and defensive situation. It's possible to know this information about the opponent through scouting, different videos, or also during observing teams during the competitions. Can you go to the next, please? Key points. It's very prepared, and we show that every volleyball starts with service and service receptions during side outs. If we receive, this is very important to make sure we have better receptions, that we can apply all our tactics in offensive situations. Now, training should focus service variations. Sorry, Enzo. Can you go back a little bit?
You want me to go back?
Yes, please. Before the key points.
Are we there now?
Yes. Now we can go to next. All right. Yes, go ahead. So, as I said, we start with service and service reception. So the training should focus all the variations of the service. Athletes should be trained to receive tactical services as well. Please go next. Enzo, please go. Now, in offensive tactics, we have to train the players to be able to attack. The tactics to be applied to attack in the middle or attack in the antenna outsides. Also, the rear attacks at the position 1, pipe attack at position 6, and also how to attack line or diagonal attacks, and all the tempos, including first, second, and third tempos. These are offensive tactics that we should concentrate on training our players. Please go next. Now, in defensive in defensive, it's also important to know that in order to defend very well, we should have very good services that they can put the opponent's team into or out of system, that they won't be able to attack or apply or organize the attack very well. This means we receive a good, we come in the good position to apply our defensive tactics. So have to train how to do the tactical services, service, and where to save, from which position the server should stand, like this, and also where and whom to save the ball. For example, if our attacker receiver is good, we save the ball to his area or her area, so that he get he don't have to prepare for attack after reception. Also, prior communication before, it's very, very important. Thank you. Go ahead. Now, in defensive tactics, we have different ways, starting from the blocking, whether we choose 3-man block or 2-man block. This depends on also how we have our defenders and how the opponent's abilities. And so it's very important to train our players all the situations where to block 2 or 3 and why. Also, libero to defend at position 5, where blockers can block line and leave the libero to cover diagonal attacks. And also, all the roles and responsibilities of defenders. They should know where and exactly to cover which positions the ball. This depends on exactly where the opponents from the this is very important to train all the players in defense situations to know exactly where they have to defend. Now, important is athletes should be able to apply exactly what they are trained and observe and analyze during the game to observe exactly how the opponent do, and also they should be able to overcome their strategies. Training should be game-like, as this is important, very important, to play 6 versus 6, and all applications should be applied during the training. The players should do the right thing at the right time, and always they should remain focused. Please, yes, this is all about tactical preparation. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Fred, but I need to tell you, we have the same, I have the same 2 commands, like Islam. We need every time when you are talking about, I mean, during the presentation, about one skill or one part from the tactical, strategies, you have to make like a clear headline or a clear title. Then we can follow, because we lost. Sometimes we listen for you, you're talking your words, and we didn't find where you are talking, and you didn't give us the direction. This is first. Second, we have to use videos, or to show us some examples, or at least some photos to explain what you are talking about. I mean, it's not only letters and words and talking, and this is, it will not be good for audience to follow you. Then I need from others if you have any questions or remarks. Mr. Brahmeda?
I will come at the end of the presentations because it's the same remark. I mean, no, it's the same remark for everybody. That's why. That's why it's general. That's why. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you.
Any questions, please?
Thank you, but Sharif, just yes, there is a question. We spoke with the Islam about the resources and so and so and so. Now you are using in the presentation some logos, like this one, CAVB Academy and Development, CAVB Development. Who allowed you to use those logos?
No, he's under.
Oh. No,
is one of the
I will be back later. I will be back on that. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm joking.
I just wanted to okay.
Okay, guys, please. Who is there? Anybody ready to present tonight, or the rest of the remaining instructors will be ready for the next? Okay. You replied me. Okay, no problem. Mohammed, we are near from the end. I mean, if you have any comments, it's the floor with you, and then I will talk after that.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really glad to meet you first and to hear about this group. So it was a good exercise. So I have two remarks, only two. The first remark is related to the presentations. Most of the instructors used a lot of photos, a lot of logos, and some images. But in the presentation, we should be accurate, and we should focus on what is the purpose to put this kind of photos in this way and not in that way. It's very important because it is attracting and it has a sense. So be careful on that when you are using, for instance, Catherine used a lot of pictures, and at one moment she said, I guess that she is on the during a match. So she is also interpreting a picture. No, when you use a picture, a photo, a video, it should be according to some purpose. This is first remark. The second remark, which is general, and I think that I'm sorry to say that we failed today, is what is the feedback of those presentations who was made by Mr. Sharif, Giudetti, and so and so and so. So today I just see that there is a copy paste. So something was said by Mr. Sharif, by Giudetti, which is excellent. It was a good reminder. It was good, great. It is your presentation. But for me, it was the same purpose, the same subject, just presented by another people. No, you are instructors, you are coaches, and you have your point of view, and you have to analyze your information. You got an information. Okay, so when you got it, in which way it can help me? In which way it can help? That's why Islam, I told you about the 30% and 70%. That's why. It's not because you got it from Giudetti. No, because if it was you, it was great because you did an experience and it was 30%, which is good. It's not a problem. So from now, future, when you got an information, it's like when you make analysis of a match. You are analyzing a player. Let's say you are analyzing the opponent setter. So when you analyze the opponent setter via video, via whatever, statistics, etc., and then at one moment, you should use those informations. with your players, etc. So you should make your own analysis according to your own needs. Actually, Guidetti or Laurentini or Mark, they gave a lot of informations, but it's not practical or practicable in Africa. So you should be accurate on that. It's very, very, very important. How I can get experience or how I can, how I can use or capitalize an experience in order to be an opportunity or even a strength. I just in the chat room, I just posted a link. You can see the link. You can go to the link and you can understand maybe more what I'm speaking about. It's a presentation related to experience feedback. It's in French and in English. So you can use it in order to help you. And I will share with you a matrix or a grid, which you can evaluate and you can analyze the information. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. It was a great evening. Thank you.
Okay, guys. First of all, I would like to thank you. We are near from the end. I need, first of all, if anybody needs to say any comment, because I need to finish with some comments, and then we can go after that. If anybody would like to talk, I will give the floor to him to talk.
Yeah,
okay.
I have to say.
Catherine, please.
Yes, I would like to thank Mr. Ben-Hamid for...
Catherine, could you please put your mic near from you? Yes.
Is this sound problem? Can you hear me?
Yes. It's okay.
Okay, I want to thank Mr. Mohammed for the corrections he's made to us and especially me. And from those corrections, I've picked them seriously. And at the end of it, I will be able to make a better presentation. It is quite positive, and I believe everybody is going to learn from that. And having been given 10 minutes, you know, there is the aspect of tension, like, surely am I going to make it on time or something like that? That's why you could see maybe there's some bit of rush. And also apologize to the viewers that I had a challenge with my mic. And I'm very glad for having this chance, because without the chance, I would not have learned from what I've learned today. Thank you very much, and may God bless all of you. Good night.
Thank you. Enzo, do you have any comments, Enzo? Enzo sleeping.
No, I'm not sleeping. Thanks, Sharif. I think I would just like to acknowledge the good work and effort of all the instructors, and also the positive feedback. Yeah, I think we not need to re-emphasize the issue of intellectual property rights in terms of the copyrights and acknowledgement of sources. And also in terms of the presentation skills, I'm not going to the technical and tactical, but our presentations should flow from the top level to the detail and to the conclusion, so that there is there is a decent flow of the presentation. And the other issue that was mentioned already in terms of the presentation tools, too much text will deter the audience. Also, the color scheme is something important. We should also know which type of colors do we use, because sometimes we'll use colors that will attract, the color will attract the audience more than the content. So it's something that we also have to look at. And then the use of audiovisual aids in terms of the graphics. Normally a short video will do. And if you've got a problem with your resolution, just reduce the resolution so that the video doesn't stutter or will flow correctly. That's all I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you, Enzo. I think I need to give some remarks, and it will be a conclusion, and then we can go. First of all, I would like to thank everybody because almost all of you respect the 10 minutes, and it's very good. I mean that you respect the time, and it was very good. And I know very well, as Catherine said, it's a big challenge to make a presentation in 10 minutes and introduce yourself and then put some information. I know it's a big challenge, but you must understand that you will lead a group of coaches and you have to be ready and to have to prepare yourself for and to manage the time and to manage also the amount of information. This is first. Second is, as Mr. Muhammad said and talked about the difference between, places. I mean, when we are talking, and also the ages and the types of coaches and the types of sports, sometimes, I mean, you are talking about indoor or beach volleyball, and sometimes you are talking about the information going to the advanced level or for the low level. And then that's why you have to mention and to give the information clear and to connect it with your case. I mean, if you are talking about a presentation and you are, talking to your coaches in Kenya or in Zimbabwe, different when you are talking to coaches and players in Brazil. Then you have to be when we are talking in Kenya and Zimbabwe, we have to simplify. I mean, to give a simple, instructions, simple information, and to guide them. And the next is, I understood, yes, the challenge of connect with the internet, and also for the voice of the instructor that we have to listen to him clear. Then I understood that it's a big challenge in Africa, but we respect everybody. Don't be afraid. Don't think about that, but try to solve the problem in the future, because it's one of your weapons. I mean, you are not able to go to the war without a weapon, okay, or a good tool to help you. The real objective of our meeting today, and we will continue and make the continuous training, is to build a good instructors for Africa and for all over the world. I mean, that's why we are here, to teach you or to help you or to develop your skills. Then don't worry, and don't feel shy, or don't feel that you are doing mistakes. No problem for that, because I love what you did today. I respect all of you. I feel that we support you for the future. You will be a good instructors. And also, we are also gaining experience from Mr. Muhammad with his good experience, and from myself, from others, even from each other, each one of you. I mean, we are transferring and getting experience from each other. The next is next of our objectives. One of our important objectives, that all of you, following what we are presenting or working our webinars. I mean, because believe me, we are doing a huge job in behind. I mean, you don't know what we are doing, we are talking till early morning every day. We are trying to make some arrangements, and we make a lot of discussions about the webinars. And that's why, I mean, we have to believe that our instructors first, following and understanding all information, transferring to them. Or we are doing a lot of efforts. Then we have to be sure that you are following and you are, gaining information and from the good and big instructors or big coaches. And the last instruction will be we have to respect the meeting time. And by the way, yes, it's the first time, but next time we will not accept any delay. Anyone will be late. I think we will not accept that he join us. I'm not talking about Islam. I'm talking, for all instructors. By the way, we have today Artul. He didn't apologize, but he sent me a message from that he saw the message late and so on. Okay, it's the first time. Next time we will not accept anybody doing mistakes. By the way, also I think Renee is not with us now. I don't know why. That's why we are here for you. You have to respect the occasion. You have to respect the efforts. I think we are on the road to build a good instructors for our continent, and I believe that all of you are, a big values. That's why we respect each other. Then we will arrive at the end to the top level performance. At the end, I would like also to give you one information, very important, then that the next webinar first of all, I would like to tell you that next week at the same time, we will have our second part from the meeting. Then we have to respect that everybody must be there, and the next group must be ready to present their presentations. And the last information will be, I would like to inform you that next Friday, we will have a very important guest. We will have a very important person will join us, and he is very unique and very different from anyone. He is Vital Heinen, the head coach of Poland. He's from Belgium, and this man is the champion of the last World Championship. From my opinion, that World Championship is the hardest and important competition in FIVB. And when you find that one coach is winning the golden medal in World Championship, we have to respect him. We have to respect his job, because it's a very difficult competition. And in FIVB, they consider this competition is the highest level of the competitions, the important competition in FIVB. This is first. Second is this man is different person, different coach. He has a different, personality. By the way, I know him from more than 10 years. I met him first time in Qatar. He was, visiting Qatar, and we start to know each other there. He started to tell me one important thing. He said, I'm a crazy coach. I'm talking too much, but I believe that I have to love my players and so on. Then we have a very important job and very important role in next webinar, because he didn't want to make a traditional presentation. He would like to make a very interactive discussion. Then we are waiting for your questions. The most important questions will come from our side, from our instructors. Then we have 12 questions coming from you. I hope everyone must present and give me the question before the webinar, before Friday. Maximum Thursday. And we will discuss what is the question, because I don't like to duplicate. I don't like to find two questions from the same subject. On the other side, you can ask not only from the tactical or skills, or you can ask from the personality of the coach, from the management of the coach, from why he choose Poland, or how they choose him. And Mr. Mohammed have also another question. He will tell the question during the webinar. On the other side, I need you to make a short question, not to give us a big story, then we will neglect. If the question will be very tall, long question, it's impossible to do that. We will discuss the question with each other, and then we will, make a short question. Then also we will have, because he will talk a lot and give a good ideas to him to talk about. Okay. Then I need from your side, I will prepare also myself for the important webinar. Then I'm waiting for your efforts. I'm waiting for your questions. And then I just almost finished now. At the end, if anybody have any question before I finish. Okay, guys? Okay, at the end, I would like to thank all of you, and special thanks for Mr. Ben Hamida, and for Enzo, for Hisham, for Tariq. And I would like also to thank our backbones, Dr. Alwani. I think he's supporting us, and he's joining all conversation with us out of webinars, and he's doing a very good role with us. Also, I would like to thank Huwaida. Huwaida is like the heart of our work also. He's doing a lot of good job and supporting us, and all our employees in CAVB, all of them are working very hard to help us. That's why I would like to thank everybody. And I hope to see you very soon next Friday. And good night for everybody. Also, yes, he arrived now. Hisham is one of the people who's working very hard in CAVB. I would like to thank him. Special thanks. And also, he liked to fight with Mr. Ben Hamida every time. And Mr. Ben Hamida will kill him if he will not prepare the certificates very soon, tomorrow. Okay? Thank you very much for everybody. And see you next Friday. And goodbye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good job, good job. Good job, good job.